Get over here!
Welcome to the Know. I'm Brian.
Oh, I'm John.
I'm Ben.
Okay, so last night was the Video Game Awards, and we'll go through, maybe not all the winners, but we'll hit the highlights.
Every single one.
That'll be 30 minutes to hit all these. But
We're going to reenact the entire Game Awards.
Right, all right. You be president of Nintendo, you're Xbox, I'm Sony. Okay.
I don't want to be Xbox.
You don't want to be Phil Spencer?
Xbox is
Nintendo,
shitty right now.
Okay, so I think first up was Dead Cells winning Best Action Game.
That's
I thought
fun.
Good choice.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, and then Monster Hunter World for Best RPG. Now, there has been some controversy over whether or not it's an RPG.
That's stupid. Controversy over its genre.
There's stats and upgrade. It's a role playing
You're
game.
fighting stuff to craft better gear.
Exactly. Yeah.
What are people saying that it is instead of
Because
an
it's not
RPG?
like turn-based, it's like more of an action game.
Has to be turn-based to be RPG? RPG is role-playing
Like
game.
you're a purist.
No. Well, then what's Skyrim?
Because like
That's
Kingdom
true.
Hearts is technically an RPG, right? Like you like level up stats, you equip
guess
items
so.
to your character, you get magic and whatnot.
In this house, we don't play Kingdom Hearts. Okay, so you're
All
talking
right,
to the
strong
wrong-
words.
Kingdom Hearts is insane. It's its
Oh, I
own
will
genre.
absolutely agree with that.
I thought it was. I obviously wanted Dragon Quest XI, but
I have in my notes here.
it had,
Right,
it had no chance against Monster Hunter World. It had
so
no
sad
I have in
now.
my
A
notes
real
here.
RPG, turn-based, turn-based.
No,
had
I
my-
would say Dragon Quest is a real RPG.
Thank you, John.
I had in my notes here. Brian is heartbroken. The world is lost. Just the rest of everything else.
Red Dead 2 got a couple of sort of lesser awards, I
Yeah.
would say. It got Best Narrative, it got Best Performance in Roger Clark for Arthur Morgan, it got Best Score/Music. A lot of people feel like Celeste got robbed.
I didn't play Celeste.
Celeste and God of War, I feel like, had leaps and bounds above soundtracks for Red Dead. Red Dead was great.
Red Dead's got a great soundtrack.
Red Dead has a great soundtrack. I
think
love
it's
the
great.
live performance they did during the VGA Awards, but I liked God of War is way better. I feel like there were better moments where the music like lifted the game up above what Red Dead did.
Mine was.
Narrative's great.
I liked Celeste. For
absolutely.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Like,
think
like Red Dead is like for someone who mashes skip scene in games. Like Red Dead's the first one. I haven't skipped a scene.
Celeste, I feel, was robbed with Game
I
Awards.
think it got hurt because it's chiptune, and
I
that's
could
an
see
old.
that.
That's an old, format, and so is
chiptune.
Red Dead, I guess.
It's, yeah, because those fresh new cowboy beats.
Violins and banjos. Okay, moving on. So we have Best Art Direction, Return of the Obra Dinn. I did not play it.
that
but
one has
I
a very,
hear good
very
things.
interesting art direction.
It's like black and white, kind of linear.
It's very grainy. It has an interesting way it does things.
Best Mobile Game, Florence. That's not a huge surprise. That was kind of everyone's.
That's
top
what I
game.
wanted. I was a little surprised it beat Fortnite, but I also feel like maybe they were like, Fortnite's going to win other awards. Let's give it to Florence.
Best VR, AR/AR game, Astrobot. People love that game.
I haven't seen anything about that. Other than like it's been on all the lists of like for sale and like
Yeah.
in bundles and everything like that.
It's
but I
a
haven't seen
great
people
game
play
from what I
it.
understand. It almost makes me want to pick up PlayStation VR. Apparently it is a very, very good game, and it might be even like be a VR mover for PlayStation.
Content creator, no surprise here, Ninja. This had the best moment of the night, though. Christopher Judge, I believe.
Read it, boy.
Read it, boy. So that was awesome.
Also, his outfit was amazing.
Yes. Best esports player, Sonic Fox, gave the very memorable speech. And
He's great. He was so genuine and
Very
just
genuine.
very heartfelt with that.
Yeah. Indie debut, The Messenger. That's another one I haven't played yet, but I hear it's great.
It's really, really
like
good.
old school Ninja Gaiden.
I don't.
It looks
It
like.
does something. I don't want to spoil anything. It does something very unique in the game. That's a lot of fun. That's what
Spoil
I'll
it
say.
now.
No,
I demand
no.
spoilers.
Spoiler, courtesy of Ben Ernst. Best fighter, Dragon Ball Fighters. I think that was like the.
I think
big
that was a
fighter.
sure win.
Such a fun game.
Yeah. Best family game, great choice, Overcooked 2.
How is that a family game? That's a family breakup game. That's a game.
You're a family until you finish it.
Do you want
You
to
just-
not have a family anymore?
Yep.
Play Overcooked 2.
Into the Breach won Best Strategy Game. That Into the Breach is fucking great.
Great game.
Celeste got Best Independent Game. Maybe a bit of a makeup award there, or like a consolation award.
Sure, I can see that.
They earned their award.
Yeah, their whole
No,
team,
it's
like,
great. I love Celeste.
oh, absolutely. Their whole team went on stage to accept the award, and everyone looked very happy and like good to be there. Yeah, I think it definitely deserves
It
that
feels
one.
like the Stardew Valley of this year.
I would agree with
like
that.
the indie game that broke through. Forza Horizon 4 won Best Sport/Racing Game.
That
Best,
game is beautiful.
Yes. And then Best Game Direction, God of War. Fortnite won a pair, best ongoing game and best multiplayer game.
I saw a lot of people were upset about Fortnite winning ongoing game, but as much as I don't want to like Fortnite, they have done a very good job of they pump out random and odd and exciting for their fan base shit that they can just keep putting out.
It's just cool that they build the world and they keep adding to it instead of like adding more maps or other game modes. It's just something that's constantly changing.
They're like the anti-PUBG, it feels like.
Yeah,
they've been constantly working and iterating it and sort of adding new features, making it better.
The new one they announced last night at the awards seems really cool. It's called The Block, and I guess they're taking they're taking community creations that they will add to the actual multiplayer world. Just to kind of add to it and I think highlight community creation, which is very different, I think, from the usual, like, you'll have the community creation like tab you can go to in a game and you can maybe jump into those, but this will actually force people to see some of the cooler creations that people can make.
Fortnite's one of those games, sort of like no matter what you think about it, it's huge. And I think its success sort of has to be acknowledged.
I think its real competitor in that category, though, was Overwatch. And I know I'm an Overwatch player, but as far as like the amount of like characters, content, maps, and everything like that they put out, the holiday stuff, their events, and it's all free, except, loot boxes to get some of the cosmetics, or get the cosmetics, but like that, like Overwatch is also doing a very good job
and it's got that
ongoing.
Blizzard polish.
Yes,
It's got that quality.
Yeah.
All right, with all of this brings us to Game of the Year. I don't know if this was an upset. I was very happy, though. God of War took it.
I don't think it's an upset, because I think as much as Red Dead, I think was in my book the competitor against God of War.
Absolutely.
I think as much as Red Dead has going for it, I think God of War is a better just all around game.
I agree.
It was a nice. It came in a nice package, right? That you could open, you could consume, and you would love everything about it. Whereas Red Dead, there's still so much to do in that game, and there will be points where you're in the world in Red Dead, and maybe it won't be as exciting of a ride.
No.
Yeah, I think there were a few things maybe holding Red Dead back. I think. Just maybe the slow start, the controls.
Yeah.
I think there was some
its
things.
faults, and you can and
definitely.
it's something can be a masterpiece like Red Dead and have its faults, and we should be able to criticize its faults.
Totally.
And God of War obviously is not a perfect game, but I think as far as like filling up the bar of getting close to perfect, God of War did a better job.
Absolutely.
God of War is a very nice cake, whereas Red Dead is like a fucking 24-course meal that you have to consume.
God of War had
And someone's saying, "Don't eat more. You have to wait. Wait.
I think
wait. Now you can eat more."
Appetizers
I
first.
think across every single category, God of War had higher scores than Red Dead.
Yes.
A complete game. A lot of reveals, and we're going to talk about those in the roundup. But as far as favorite reveals, I don't know your guys' thought. I thought the Outer Worlds was super cool. We finally saw what Obsidian's working on. Very Fallout New Vegas.
That's not
BioShock.
just a Microsoft game. That's going to be available on every platform, from what I understand. So that's cool.
That'll be cool.
I'm really, really excited just that they announced Joker in Smash, not just because it means another Smash character I can play, but think about what that means. Like, that probably means Persona 5 is probably going to end up on the Switch. We're probably going to see a few more of those console games.
I gotcha.
And that also means that opens up so much more for Smash down the line. Like, we could see Hollow Knight. We could see non-Nintendo games that are going to be in this.
I guess that's a good way to look at it, because I was not excited about it because I don't give a flying crap about Persona. I'm not saying anybody who likes Persona should feel bad about it. That's great.
Sure,
you should totally
I get
like it.
that opinion.
It's just not my cup of tea, and so when they announced it, and I saw first, because I didn't watch, I recapped the Game Awards, and I saw like the first thing was like just a tweet of someone like Joker's in Smash. I was like, what do you mean the Joker's in Smash? What are we doing here?
That's what I thought.
Batman's
too.
going to be character 2. We'll
And
see.
then I saw like the screen of the Joker character from Persona 5. I was like, that's not the Joker.
What was your favorite sort of reveal or trailer?
When Ninja talked to a Muppet.
That's pretty cool. Fork knife.
I was. I'm all about that. Hell, always Muppets should be in every award show. I don't care about the game reveals. Have a Muppet in every award show.
Biggest disappointments? Mine was I can't believe Spider-Man won nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's the Horizon Zero Dawn of this year, right?
It was a huge year for games. There's no question. There's a ton of competition. But boy, Spider-Man was such a good game.
Yeah, it's difficult. I think there's years like that even in other big award shows like the Oscars where it's like, oh no, we have too many really good things to give awards to.
Yes.
And so yeah, it is kind of. I would agree with you. Spider-Man just getting nothing because it came out the same year as God of War and Red Dead.
It's just tough.
It's just so much. So much.
You guys, real quick, any disappointments?
Disappointments. I had a lot of I was really excited about a lot of the announcements. I don't know if I had any major disappointments other than the Spider-Man thing. That was kind of the one thing I was I felt like this game was going to get shafted. You know,
they should have just the "We're sorry" award to Spider-Man, and just
you did good.
You were a really good game.
You did good.
Your Spider-Man costumes were awesome.
the participation award.
They're doing
Video
fine.
awards.
They sold a shitload of copies.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're not going to.
There's just some Spider-Man exec that's just the crying with money, wiping away tears.
There you go. All right, so that's our very quick round wrap-up, rather, of the Game Awards. Let us know what you think in the comments below. For all your news from every corner of the internet, keep it right here to the know. Bye.
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 Get out of here. Go play some
Awkward
video
goodbye.
games.
I'm playing one right now.